deserve us to be here. Am I right? Yeah! Folks, my name is Laura Finco. I am your SRVEA Vice President, and I also have the honor this year of serving as your SRVEA Lead Negotiator. After last year's negotiations, when we had a 98% authorization to strike, I was pretty sure that we would not find ourselves here again. And yet, here we are. So know that regardless of the victories that we got last year, that we could do better, that our special education students deserve better, that our elementary students deserve better, that not only is it enough to have a 1 to 3,000 ratio of school nurses, we actually need a nurse on every campus every day. Our students deserve us to be here tonight. Our students deserve the best that we can give them. And even though we are tired, and even though we have other places that we would much rather be than in the cold tonight, we are standing here because why? Our students deserve it. And it is on that note that I am honored to introduce tonight to speak our president, Ann Katzberg.
Thank you, Laura. That was awesome. I think I'm done. No, I have a few questions that I would like to ask you, and you guys can just shout out to me so I can hear you really loudly. First of all, who out here is committed to winning the best for our students? Who out here thinks that SRVEA negotiations proposals mean our students will get the best supports, the best class sizes, and the best educators? Who out here thinks that management's proposals improve supports and class sizes for our students? Who wants to stand strong together for our students? All of you know, because all of you are here, that SRVEA says every single member is a bargainer. You are sitting with us at the table. And I would like to introduce to you tonight the table team that is representing us this year. And I'd like to begin with Kristen Pelham, who is representing you as our special educator on our team.
All right, I'll keep it short and sweet. The biggest thing is we need to attract and retain the best teachers for our special ed students. Getting caseloads that are manageable and doable. Sorry. We've got to attract and retain our special ed teachers by having caseloads that are manageable and doable so that we can get people to teach our most important students, our most vulnerable students who need us. We got some traction with SLPs last year. We need more. We need our SDC teachers, our psychs, all of that. And we can do that if we do it together.
Okay, thank you, Kristen. Next, I'd like to introduce to you John Vespi. John is representing you as our middle school representative on the bargaining team.
Okay, we're back here tonight to stand strong, to keep the protections that we fought for our students. Class sizes. We worked hard, we stood together to fight to lower class sizes, and within months, management wanted to change that. They wanted to take back the percentage that we negotiated for overage and make it a flat fee. In just a few years, that flat fee will look real attractive, and those class sizes we worked so hard to get for our students will no longer be an incentive. So let's stand together, we'll fight together. Your table team will not give in as long as we have you with us, and we're doing what we need to for our students.
Thank you, John. Next, I'm going to introduce to wants to say one thing to you. Danielle represents us at the high school level.
So, if any of you are concerned about your benefits, kind of a disappointing proposal from the district, which is your cash in lieu of is going to almost be completely eviscerated. So as someone who receives cash in lieu of, I will be losing $4,200 a year with their proposal. With the 2.5% pay raise, I will still be making over $2,000 less next year with a raise than I am this year. They are proposing to cut our benefits such that a raise does not improve your salary at all. You'll be making the same amount as you would be if you went back 2 years on the pay scale. Not acceptable.
Thank you, Danielle. All right, next I have Dee Dee Judice representing you as our elementary representative on the team.
All right, so I'm out here and I'm looking at all of you crazy people out here in the cold. But you're out here tonight because you care for your students. So you guys are pretty awesome. One of the things we talked about at the table were teacher rights. We said we want our teachers to be protected. Have any of you ever known somebody who was a temporary teacher this year and next year and the year after that? We said, wait a second, this is a problem. We can't have our teachers being temporary forever. Well, they said, yeah, you can. We said, not okay. We want a system set up so that our teachers are protected. Yes, we understand we have to have temporary teachers, but we don't need them to, the same person to be temporary year after year. Management denied our request. Why? Because they want to be in control. It is not okay. That's our power. We need to be in control. Now it is our time to stand together, stand for our children. All of you are out here in the cold. We got people here in shorts because they need money so they can buy some pants. We need to stand together for each other and for our children.
All right, with that note, I'd like to introduce to you our powerhouse organizer, Anthony Pena.
Hey everybody. So a couple quick things. One, if you haven't had a chance to sign in yet, I will be standing by the door as we walk in, and then we'll have somebody out there in case you have to go home because you got kids and family and all that good stuff. So anyway, second, don't forget to follow on social media, right? So at SRVEA is Twitter and Facebook. Look for the SRVEA page on Facebook and amplify the message, because the more we do that, the more it gets out. And snap pics of yourselves, post them, we'll retweet them, we'll, like them, all that good stuff, okay? Second of all, I do want to say thank you to everybody for coming out in the cold. It actually ties into the analogy I was going to use, which is Star Wars, right? So, I hope most people have seen Star Wars, the original trilogy. We can talk about the merits of the others another time. But first Star Wars, right? That was kind of like last year, right? So we definitely had like a nice rebel victory. Okay, and we definitely put Darth Vader and the Empire in their place. And now it's Empire Strikes Back, and we're standing out in the cold because we're on hot. And yeah, I don't know if you remember how Empire ends though, because I don't want the rest of the movie to be like the way Empire is, right? So what we want to do is we want to fast forward through Empire and get straight to Return of the Jedi, right? And that takes our energy and our effort at this point, right? So what we need to do, right, is we can't rest on our laurels, right? We can't expect Darth Vader to just continue to spin off in his ship out into nowhere, right? He'll be back, okay? The Empire's here, so we have to make sure that we keep our energy high and expect this kind of pushback, right? We got to expect this kind of behavior from management. They clearly like control. They have clearly wanted to keep that, and we took some of that from them last year. And so the whole idea of striking back makes perfect sense. So thank you. by all means, bring people out, bring people into the circle, make sure they're aware, make sure they know what's going on, they know the details of the proposals, right? We are trying to do what's best for our students, right? And for the galaxy right here, not far, far away, but the one that's right here. Okay, thank you, everybody.
So tonight I'm asking you to tell your stories. I have been trying relentlessly with no results to tell your stories on your behalf. Our trustees need to hear from you. It's your turn to share what it's like to be an employee in this district, from your perspective, from your experience. We have Elizabeth Howe that has yellow card. I'm going to turn the mic over. We're going to send you guys in a minute. Laura's going to be the closer.
All right, SRVEA. Now listen, folks. I've been in education. This is my 33rd year. I came into education because I wanted to be able to provide a gift to my students, just as my teachers before me provided a gift. And I graduated from California Public Schools. I went to Cronin Elementary, Wells Intermediate. I graduated in 1981 from Dublin High School. I went to the University of California, Davis. I got my teaching credential from Cal State Hayward, now Cal State East Bay. I know what it is to be California grown. And I want our students to have the same opportunities that I had in that golden age. And I understand funding changed. Prop 13 took away a lot of our educational funding, put it on the backs of our residents instead of on corporations. And as I said, our Schools and Communities First initiative is going to change that. But we have the opportunity here in the San Ramon Valley Unified School District. We've got the talent. We have the educators that have the skill. We are the professionals in our classroom. We know what our students need. We do not need ed services or human resources, or we don't need our superintendent or the school board to tell us what is right or what our students need. We know their names. We know their needs. What our trustees need to understand is that we are partners with them. We are partners. We know our students. And all that we have ever asked for is to have a voice at the table, to be at the table, and to make sure that our students get what they deserve. And they deserve to have a workforce that has security and stability. They deserve to have a workforce that is respected as the professionals that we are. They deserve to know that our voice will always be there for them when no one else is speaking about them. When it comes to the bottom line, it's not about the dollars. It's about the seats in our classrooms and who occupies them. I am humbled to know that when I am sitting at the table, that I have the strength of 1,700 members who in turn are representing over 32,000 kids, kids that you love. And I know tonight when you come into our school board, you will let our school board trustees know exactly why we are here. It is about our kids, and no one is going to hurt them. And we will make sure of that. Folks, I appreciate you guys being here tonight.